Hey everybody, welcome to the channel. Glad to have you here. Today we have a Bretonnia versus Beastmen matchup. And as my front line here, I will be bringing 4 Battle Pilgrims with 2 Foot Squires intermixed, Damsel with the Lore of Life, of course, Peasant Bowman, 1 Peasant Bowman with Pox Arrows, I love that combo, 3 Spearmen at Arms, 1 Men at Arms, of course, Royal Pegasus Knights, and as I like to bring, Leoncoeur on Becky. Something I don't usually bring, and I'm very skeptical of, but I did bring these Knights Errant. And I was hoping to kind of charge these guys into Gore Herd. That's really the only way they're going to be useful. So we'll see if I'm able to do that. You can see my opponent has kind of vanguarded or deployed over here to the side. He has 2 spears out on this flank. Looks like 4 Gore Herd, 2 Best Gore Herd. He's got a Bray Shaman of Beasts, Morgor Shadowgave, and 2 Gorbals, and again 2 Spearmen on this side. And then he does have 2 Razor Gore Herd over here, hidden away in this forest. So we'll go play. You can see I am immediately going to be shifting my line here to address this. I'm going to fall back because I kind of wanted to scout, see if I could catch these guys. I was assuming he had things over here that would get me and come out of the forest and get me. But here you can see these Gorbals are coming in. The lines are a little out of whack, so you can see here he's going to get a full engage here, and then just be wrapping around here, which is pretty scary. Peasant Bowmen are opening fire on the Gorbal, which is ideal. And I do get a decent charge here on these Razor Gore, but I kind of really need him back here in this fight. You can see some Knights Errant are going to be charging up the middle, and then I'm actually going to be forgetting about them. So here you can see, nice of him to get these Gorbals into the Foot Squires. That's going to be one of the, if they can't get them on some large and armored large units. Look at him just toss that guy in the air. Oh, that poor Foot Squire. Their armor-piercing damage will be most at home here against these Foot Squires. But since these Gorbals are in the same place, it's actually going to work out pretty well because my Pox arrows are going to be hitting, I believe both of them here. And you can see his line is kind of coming in. I would have liked to see that line come around rather than in. Here you can see I am cleaning up these Razor Gore Herd, but this Razor Gore Herd did almost get to my peasants. I did kind of intercept here, and you can see my Battle Pilgrims are taking some flanking damage. As this very quickly becomes kind of like a blobbed fight here in the middle. Spearmen getting in here. You can see this Gorbal being gunned down by some peasant bows. I do rout that guy off. You can see some Knights Errant trying to find a place. I kind of forgot about these guys in the front line, but you can see they are holding up a number of troops. And I'm going to bring Leoncoeur in here to... I know it's pretty far away from the Gorbal, so I'm feeling pretty safe. And I'm going to come in here, try and put some damage on that Bray Shaman. Here, this Battle Pilgrim is going to fill the gap, which is good. But, oh man, here Gorbal just pushes with his heavy mass, pushes through the lines. Is going to do a number on my peasant bows. I do have this one. Luckily, the poison arrows are still alive. You can see this Knight Errant is routed off, and I'm going to get a nice rear charge here into these Bestigor with the Knights Errant. Just with a couple of those, actually, especially when they're up against like Foot Squires, that's going to really pay for my Knights Errant pretty quickly. You can see not much damage though. There, a Flock of Doom coming down. You can see he is kind of pulling back, trying to find a way, I think trying to get at Leoncoeur. You can see I am, however, dropping Earthblood. My Pegasus Knights did come over here, and they are going to be doing a ton of damage here with their 12 anti-large damage. I feel like it would be bigger. But they're going to be taking the Gorbal out, and now my Peasant Bows are free to fire. And you can see repeated rear charges did take out this guy, so I'm able to now collapse here. And now it's just become a big old blob, which is going to, I think, work for me in the end. But for that to work with me, I do need my Lore of Life. You can see she is getting hunted, and I'm immediately going to respond with everything I have, essentially. But he's going to do a sneaky dodge, get back to his line, knowing that if I catch him out here with these Pegasus Knights, it's going to go poorly. These Razorgore did come back, and they did catch my Peasant Bowmen, which was sloppy on my part, but my Knights Errant are cleaning them up. Huge Flock of Doom here, extended on, like, what is that, 5 units, I believe? So that is the problem with blobbing up. I'm going to pull out some units to try and countercharge these Gore as they come back in. And you can see Leoncoeur, though, still very healthy, which is one of the good things I have going for me. I still do have these Royal Pegasus Knights and a unit of Knights Errant. I let those Foot Squires get a little too far away, and I'm gunning down these Chaos Spawn that he's summoning. Nice charge there. They were not braced, so they're actually going to take some pretty heavy damage just being flung around. But with their armor-piercing damage and their super high melee attack, I don't want to leave these guys in here, so I need to get out of here. You can see I am focusing fire on that one Gorble. But again, Flock of Doom coming down and just slaughtering so many of my dudes. You can see a nice charge there from the Pegasus Knights is going to help finish off that Gorble. Here comes some more Knights Errant. They're going to be running in here for a charge. Trying to get that Bray Shaman of Beasts off the field. But what I'm going to do here is, look at this flank here. All my units have routed, and he's kind of run just at my heroes. So I'm going to switch targets to all this lightly armored infantry that's kind of blobbed up in here. You can see Royal Pegasus Knights going after the Bray Shaman. But I'm constantly finding new targets for them to go after. Leoncoeur just tanking it up in the middle, which is always good. And you can see, just look at this nice firing angle into the side here. And I think that's what's going to cause it. Army losses, yeah, damage sustained, friends routing, frightened, under missile fire, exposed flank, tired. That all there is just going to rout them off here, which is definitely good. Leoncoeur was just kind of too much for the balance bar to handle, especially when paired with these Royal Pegasus Knights. I definitely like my opponent's army. I don't know about the double Gorble. I just think they're too expensive. I think one Gorble can really bring a lot of value to your army. But two just kind of like weighs it down a little bit. I like the bring of the 4 Ungor Spears. Definitely like that, especially against Bretonnia. I would have liked these guys to kind of stay in the back line. The one pick that is slightly strange is these Razorgore Herd. Foot Squires aren't really going to be brought, I think, against the Beastmen. So I think just like regular Centaurs or maybe Harpies would have been a better pick there. More mobile, would be able to outrun any threats, essentially, and would have been able to help get at these Peasant Bowmen who are gunning down the Gorbles. You can see I do like the pick of the Bestigors, though. The Bestigors will do pretty well, even against Battle Pilgrims, and do pretty well against Foot Squires. And the Bretonnian ranged infantry does not actually have that much armor-piercing damage. So I definitely do like that bring here. But anyways, great game to my opponent Archon. Definitely love to see Flock of Doom. Haven't seen that in a while. But anyways, thanks so much for watching, everybody, and that's that.